Because I always talk about it's nothing for a criminal to get his hands on a gun.
Nothing.
What does that reality look like in terms of?
So here's the reality, right? There's firearms trafficking and there's firearms diversion. Firearms diversion is simple. It's just a gun going from the legal marketplace to the illegal marketplace.
Okay.
That could be as simple as a gun at my house, and I'm authorized to have a gun, right? So I got a buddy who's a convicted felon. He comes to my house one day, he sees that gun, he takes it, and now it's in his hands. That's firearms diversion, right? You know, firearms trafficking is a more organized thing where you have maybe straw purchases or whatever it is, and there's guns in mass, you know, going from source states, like a lot of southern states, to target states like New York, New Jersey up there. I think us as ATF, we've done a pretty good job knocking off most of those big operations. It's still happening. It happens internationally a lot too now. But firearms diversion is the big problem in America, where guns are just getting into the hands of crazy people and violent people. And next thing you know, all of us law-abiding citizens are getting a bad name with firearms because some fringe crazy people are getting them.
What do you think could help mitigate a lot of that? And
I think there's two things that'll help. Nothing that'll
of course,
solve the problem, but two things that'll help. Deterrence. You know, I'm all for the death penalty. You take someone's life for no reason. You're using a gun. I'm all for the death penalty. Make it public, whatever you have to do, because deterrence does work. When they see that, you're going to think twice about it. Mental health is number two.
Gotcha.
And that's a tricky one. Very tough to have a mental health test for everyone who's purchasing a firearm, right? That's a tough one. There's, as a lawyer, you know there's all sorts of issues going on there. However, I do believe there's certain conditions that we can monitor. When you look at most shooters, even in these crazy, a lot of like urban settings and a lot of these rural settings where you're getting these incredibly violent acts, the majority of them, there's mental health issues going on with these guys.
Mental health thing is an interesting one, right? Because it's what's happening right now, and I'm guilty of doing it too. On the one side, it's like mental health. We need mental health. Like, make mental health laws, and then it's just kind of this blanket approach to it, right? And then I'm like, it's not that easy, so I dismiss it from a blanket approach side, right? It's not that easy, but it never really gets down into the weeds of trying to figure out like because it's dirty, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure,
right? And it's not an exact science. You know, you can have somebody who's paranoid schizophrenic who's never been violent a day in their life, and then you can have a paranoid schizophrenic who goes completely batshit and tries to kill everybody.